Woo! Woo! Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, actually not only today, but for the coming days, I will be participating in the 100 hits challenge. Now the reason why I decided to do this is because for the past couple of days, I've actually been drawing a lot of portraits. Because if you don't know me, I really love humans, I love people, I love the kind of interaction, the sort of relationships you can build, the conversations, even though I don't have that many friends, honestly. But that's okay, that's okay. What prompted me to do this is because, yeah, I've been drawing some portraits, and I guess you could say that I've already have a head start when it comes to this. And the reason is because, yeah, I've just been sort of drawing heads. This one's really bad. Why did I show that? I've been drawing like these colorful heads, kinda. And initially, it was just a study for colors. I wanted to play around with different colors and see which one I can use for a bigger project. But I end up really liking just drawing these heads and playing with the colors. But I thought that I wanted to expand my horizon and expand the things that I use. So for this challenge, a few goals that I have in mind is that, one, I want to improve my portrait drawings in terms of like the proportions and the anatomy, all that. Number two, I want to improve in terms of the likeliness of the faces. Number three, I want to explore different mediums. I mean, I already do, because I tend to get bored and I like to change things up, but I want to play around with it even more. And oh yeah, number four, I want to show some more expression in my art and give it more meaning. I just don't want to draw like pretty faces, even though I tend to do that. I also want to emphasize the emotions and what that art or what that photo is actually trying to convey. So that is that. So what I've come up with is that for each day, I will have a certain theme or a certain medium that I'm going to use, and I'm super excited to just share it with you guys. So let's just get right into it. Alright, so day one complete. What is my reflection of today? I think today was pretty good. I ended up really enjoying using a ballpoint pen. There's just like some sort of satisfaction from it. Um, but yeah, ballpoint pens are super underrated, and now I finally understand the true value of it. But anyway, let's look at the drawing. Um, this is definitely my favorite from today because it looks closer to the reference photo that I used, and I just think like the sass and like it looks very clean and tidy and intentional. You know, the lines that I used. My least favorite would be this one. I mean, it's not bad, but this one's my favorite. She's the queen. But yeah, day one complete. Woo! So I want to like express like the three main emotions, which are sadness, happiness, and anger. Like those are like the three basic emotions, right? And so I'm looking through like these pictures of happy people, right, on my Pinterest, and like some of the ones that really attract my attention and the one that I really want to draw is just like happy old men. And like I love these photos. It has so much personality, and I really want to try to convey that. So I guess today's genre is old men. Reference this low-key, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch Marvel. And like I'm trying to draw him and I hope it looks like him. Boleh lah. We are done. We are complete for day 2. So here's the final result. Now I decided to use like this art line kind of markers to add some color. But now it just looks like the Malaysian flag, but that's okay because we're patriotic. But anyway, here's the final work. I feel like I've definitely been more confident in my lines. I think the shading and like and like when it comes to determining the values, I'm still not very good at it. I just kind of guess. but that's okay, I think, because I still like how it turns out. And honestly, like I quite like this. I like most of it actually. Compared to yesterday, I only like had like one favorite, but this one I have a few. Like this Leonardo DiCaprio one. It doesn't really look like him, but I think I got the essence. I also like this one. It's from that crying meme, and I kind of like it. Oh, I also like this guy. I like the style that he has. But I like all of them really. Cause like, pot cheeks. My ideal type. So yeah. There you have it. And I really love drawing these expressions. It has so much personality in it, and like it tells a story, you know. So yeah, I love it. I'm so happy with how this one turned out. Like, this is a pat on the back. Okay. Okay, so I've already done the first 6 hits, and I'm going to draw the other 4 as like 2 duos using color pencils. Okay, pulling up with the elementary school stuff. What's elementary school anyway?
Elementary school is sekolah rendah.
Okay lah, betul lah. welcome to day 6 because the day 4 and day 5 are non-existent. So considering the fact that I have missed out on day 4 and day 5 because I was out on a trip. I went to Malacca. I didn't had the capacity to draw 10 hits for each of those 2 days that I've missed because I just can't. Like I was like really tired and I already had a great time, you know, like, and I'm not gonna force myself to do something like that when I'm tired because you gotta know your boundaries. You gotta know your limits. I mean, I always say like, oh, like you gotta challenge your boundaries, but I was tired. I don't really need to justify myself, but anyway. So today we are going to catch up on that, which means I would have to draw 28 hits. I did draw one hit on the 4th day when I was in Malacca, but I don't like how it turned out and I didn't even complete it anyway, so 28 it is, meaning including today's, right? It would be 28. So 10 from today plus another 18. Let's go. I feel like as this video progresses, the camera angle gets worse and worse. But anyway, today's reflection. I've done a lot. I've drawn, compared to any other day, I didn't draw as much as I did today. And that's honestly sort of amazing. But I think it's kind of obvious that I feel like the quality kind of went down compared to my first 2 days. I was really satisfied with it, and then now it's like kind of a mess. I feel like the lines have gotten crazier and messier, and I don't know if that's what I'm trying to go for now, because I do want to be more loose with my art, but at the same time I did like it when it was neat and tidy. And today we're doing something different where we're using the blue ball pen. Whoa. Hello and welcome to day 8. So today we are going to draw 17 heads. Not 17, like not the number, like the group. So I'm drawing 13 heads, but I'm drawing 17 heads. 13 but 17. 13 heads of 17. Okay. Let's go! Yo, of course you gotta put on 17 while you draw them. Reference, I'm just gonna use the pictures on Instagram because the ones on Pinterest are like, I don't know, they're not so poppin', and I couldn't be bothered to look for like individual pics for 13 people. Like I do that a lot on Pinterest, but that's because I'm not looking for a specific person, but now I am. So, you know, it's already out here. Like it's already like out here for my convenience on Insta, so we're just gonna use these. Also, I pick this set because they look so sleek. I initially wanted to draw the teaser pics for Darling because they look soft, and I love 17's softer concepts, but like they look so sleek in here, and like I can imagine how like dynamic and cool it would look with the ballpoint pen and the lines. Yeah, yeah. First up, Scoops. I'm so scared. I don't want to mess up his face. Okay, Bismillah. Okay, no pressure, no pressure. Let's just. Hi. I still haven't completed my 17 drawing because I feel overwhelmed. And also because I feel like I have to do it when I'm at peace, when I have a peace of mind. And right now I'm not. So, what I've decided to do instead is to draw actors, kinda like I don't know, maybe y'all won't even recognize them. Korean actors specifically. Not that I like them, I mean I do, but like every time I see a drama, I'm like, that's my dude, that's my dude, that's my friend, that's my pachi, whatsoever, and I'm just drawing those kind of actors. Yeah. So I've changed my technique, and honestly, why didn't I do this earlier? Instead of drawing the head straight away, like the face shape, I draw the face first. And that is so much more easier than drawing the head first and then end up having the face disproportionate. Ni nak marah ni. Like, why didn't I thought of that? But it's okay. We learn through the process. Okay. It's all about learning. It's time to complete my 17 drawing. And I won't be recording this because there will be a lot of crying and I'm running out of storage. Hi. So I finally, oh my god, finally completed drawing 100 heads in 10 days. And that's honestly crazy. But how I'm feeling right now, I feel like everything's kind of like anticlimactic at this point. I was feeling like the rush during like 70 heads, and now that I've completed it, it just feels kind of like, oh, okay, I've done it. And maybe because it hasn't sunk in yet, and maybe it's because after days of doing it, I just suddenly think like this is not really an achievement. Well, I think this is not really an achievement at this point because like there's some things that I've excelled. I think I've improved a lot in terms of being more bold in my lines, even though I still hesitate. I think I'm more adventurous in that terms. And besides that, I think I've excelled in being brave enough to draw expressions, because before this, I've always feel compelled to draw pretty faces with just straight faces, like they just have like a neutral expression on and their lips are closed, because it's easier to just draw lips. It's difficult to draw teeth than like your mouth open, because then you would have to focus on a lot more details. But I think I've managed to simplify it, number one, and I've managed to express that kind of emotions more, and I'm not afraid to draw wrinkles. I'm not afraid to, you know, make the face look slightly more distorted so that I can really exaggerate the emotions of these models and characters that I'm drawing. So I think that's one thing that I've excelled in. And some things that I failed, number one, consistency. Because I skipped day 4 and day 5, even though I managed to make it up on the 6th day. But yeah, consistency, number one. And also in terms of the quality, the consistency of the quality went down really bad. The first 2 days were okay, and then during the middle days it was kind of like and then towards the end of the challenge it has gotten like bad, like everything just looks ugly. But that's okay. I think that's just part of the process, and I'm still not so good at determining the proportions. I'm still not good at drawing head shapes. I still struggle to estimate like the distance between like the eyes and the nose, and I still have a hard time to do that. So how can I improve it? Number one, I'm gonna watch more YouTube videos on it, and I'll definitely not force myself to draw so many heads at a time, because I just don't think that's productive for me, at least. I want to focus on like 1 or 2 heads and focus on the shape and the structure, rather than trying to draw too many heads and have none of them look good, because in the end I'll feel discouraged, and in the end I feel like I can't draw. But yeah, number 3 is to try to draw more difficult head poses, not poses but like the perspective. So I kind of always draw like front or like side a bit. I think I didn't focus a lot on side profiles. That's something I should have emphasized, but I didn't. But that's okay. I think if I were to ever do this challenge again, maybe I'll focus a lot more on side profiles. Okay, so what goals did I follow through? So definitely the themes, even though it's also a goal that I didn't achieve, because I wanted to try out different mediums for each day. So like watercolor, poster color, pen, pencil, colors, crayons, oil pastels. But in the end, I got hooked to the ballpoint pen, so I just kept on going. And I think that's something, that's an improvisation that I've made that I'm okay with, because I don't always draw using a ballpoint pen, and it's also so much more cheaper. If I run out of one pen, I can pull up another one because I have like stocks of it. So yeah, that's okay. And I don't always draw with ballpoint pens, so it was really fun. I ended up enjoying it, and I think that's what's important, to have fun, right? And I managed to achieve my goal in drawing expressions. and that I managed to overcome my fear of drawing expression. Overall thoughts. I think this challenge have taught me a lot about patience, because if you're not patient in making art, it's gonna end up looking really bad. And that's why I think, you know, making art actually helps you in improving your attention span, because one drawing, even though it's super simple and it doesn't look super like crazy, can take quite long. Like each of the heads that I draw took me at least 20 to 40 minutes, even though they don't look that extravagant. So you imagine those people who make super crazy detail artwork, that one takes months, you know. And I realized that, you know, making good art is not really about pumping out a lot of stuff in one time, but really taking your time in focusing on what you're trying to express and what you're trying to achieve. And I think that's something that I was able to do during the first 2 days, because I didn't really had anything going on. But then I had to think about, you know, results day. I had to think about like going on a trip, and so my mind was clouded. And really, it's okay to take a break from doing your art, but I couldn't do that for this challenge because I had to, like, it's about the quantity really. And yeah, that's just my thoughts. This isn't like a revelation that I just had because of this challenge. I've noticed that a lot when I started getting back into drawing and starting to use oil pastels. I've learned that, yeah, quality art takes time. And I think this challenge has just kind of reinforced that idea into me. So yeah. So that is that. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this, please do like this video, share it to anyone who might enjoy this, and subscribe. I feel kind of bad asking for that because I just don't want to, but I would really appreciate it. I would really appreciate it if you could do that. And comment. Yeah, actually comment, because I love reading comments. I don't get a lot, but I love reading them, and I will reply to them, and I will heart it. It will, yes, because there's not many of y'all watching this probably. So yeah, I cannot afford to get you guys anything from like Family Mart or anything, but I can give you my love, and that I care for y'all. Okay, whatever. This is getting too long. Bye.